Hello, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. And in this series we will follow Aloy on her quest to join the Hunter's Lodge and to rise up through its ranks. So we're going to pick up the story where we left off last time, and we are making our way back to the Hunter's Lodge. And we are going to greet the new Sunhawk, who was our sponsor, who managed to get the ascension to the top job by destroying Redmoor with me, and the unfortunate events that the original Sunhawk was killed during the same battle. Though he wasn't a very nice guy, so we aren't gonna mourn him too much. So here we are once again back at the lodge, and we're going to go and speak to the Sunhawk, who is currently upstairs.
And Sunhawk Talavad Khan Padish, beloved father, let their memory and sacrifice be a beacon for all hunters, all people to follow. Look, a memorial to my father and brother, and all the men who died in the Sun Ring. You made this possible, Aloy. Thank you.
So, what's it like to be Sunhawk?
It feels like sunrise after a long night. I'm in your debt. You'll always have a special home here. If you want it.
What happens now, in the lodge?
As Sunhawk, I've made sure we invite prospective members based on ability and drive, regardless of Karja blood. This lodge will be a stale bastion of the old regime no longer.
What was that prayer you were saying when I first came in? I didn't hear all of it.
O great sun, make treaty with the moon to give our fallen quiet rest. Furnish them with the armor of your brazen heat. Give them shafts of sunlight for spears. Illuminate the path to the skies for each one of them. Hawk Gravid Khan Morza, Hawk Sarav Khan Pir, Hawk Usalin Karn Jagir, Hawk Kulasiv Khan Savali, Hawk Bradavin Khan Padish, cherished brother, and Sunhawk Talavad Khan Padish, beloved father. Let their memory and sacrifice be a beacon for all hunters, all people to follow.
Well, congratulations, Talana. I should get going.
Thank you, Aloy, despite the Nora. May you always take your prey.
So that is the Hunter's Lodge completed. Now all that's left for us to do is to turn in our marks downstairs and collect our weapons. So we're going to make our way down and approach the young lady behind the barricade here. Hello.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or Outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I have enough marks to qualify. What do you have for me?
By the sun, you were really determined. You got all the half and full suns. I'm happy to give you a Lodge Blast Sling and a Lodge Rope Caster. Please wait till you go outside to start firing them around. Now you just need to beat your last time and get a Blazing Sun from all the trials. Then I'll give you something really special.
So we have acquired 2 of the 3 available weapons. We do have to go back and resit a couple of the trials, one of which we couldn't do because we didn't have the necessary weaponry, and one of which we did but wasn't quite quick enough. So we're going to return to the hunting ground. This would be the 5th of the hunting grounds, and we're going to take on the challenge once again.
Practice your skills. Choose a trial. The Watchers of the Herd attack quickly. Take them down while in stealth to prove your skill. Agreed. I start timing once you slide down a rope.
So we need to bring down 4 Watchers with a silent strike, and we have very limited time in which to do this. So the easiest way, as I pointed out the first time round, is to locate and highlight all of your targets first, and then we're going to make our way down the rope on the right here, and we shall begin. We should be able to get 3 of our targets from this bush right here if our timing is right.
Another day passing.
So we have managed to achieve our goal with 4 seconds to go, no thanks to one of the Watchers who didn't quite get the idea of hearing a whistle and then going to investigate. So we're going to go up and retrieve our blazing sun.
Silence and speed are now your strengths. Take this blazing sun. With so many suns, you may wish to speak to Idava in Meridian. She will have special gear for you.
I'll be on my way.
Return again when you are ready.
So one more blazing sun acquired and one more to go, and this next one will probably be the hardest to achieve, and it is located at the fourth of our hunting grounds, and this is the one where we have to take over the Ravagers to bring down a Thunderjaw. And we couldn't do this before because we didn't have the override codes for the Ravagers, so I have veered off on my way here and taken out the caldera in question, so we can now override the Ravagers and complete the trial. Like I said, this is probably the most difficult because we have to override both of the Ravagers, and if we raise any alarms before achieving that, it's nearly impossible.
You're back. I'm elated. I know who you are, girl. The Nora who can control machines. So I've got a trial just for you. Use your spear to take control of 2 Ravagers. Get them to help you take down a Thunderjaw. Good luck. You'll need it.
Yes, we will need some luck for this one. So before we go down the rope, we're going to highlight both of the Ravagers, just so that we can track them a little bit easier. So there is some luck involved with this one, as I said. Basically we need to override both the Ravagers before the Thunderjaw realizes what's going on, or the Ravager starts attacking once you've overridden the first one. So it all depends on when you override the Ravager and where the Thunderjaw and the Watchers are all located. We don't want a fight breaking out before we get across the valley. So once we have both the Ravagers on our side, taking down the Thunderjaw is relatively straightforward, and all we have to do now is go and collect our reward, although we are absolutely miles away. We've got quite a distance to travel. But when we make it back to the Keeper, we can collect our final blazing sun, and then we can make our way once again back to the lodge and collect up our final weapon.
That run has earned you a blazing sun, Nora. Winning all those suns gives you access to elite gear at the lodge in Meridian. Find Idaba there, and she'll help outfit you.
Time for me to get going.
I'll be here.
So we now have our last remaining blazing suns. That brings us up to 15. So we're going to make our way back to Meridian by the fastest method possible. And we are going to head to the Hunter's Lodge, and we're going to see the nice young lady who gives us nice weapons. So we're going to go around the edge here, because every time I try and cut through the market areas and the interior of the city of Meridian, I get very, very lost and usually wind up in multiple dead ends before finding my way. So I tend to stick to the outside edge as much as possible, and then I know where I'm going. And where I'm going is the Hunter's Lodge, which is this building right here. So let's hand over our marks to the young lady and retrieve our final weapon.
What can I do for you today?
Let their memory and sacrifice.
How are the
be a
trials
beacon
going
for
for
all
you?
hunters,
Have enough marks for a weapon yet?
all people.
I believe I have
to
enough here.
follow.
What next?
You did it! You got every possible mark. I am pleased to present you with the Lodge War Bow. Oh, when the other hunters see you with this, they'll go red as a priest's robes. I have nothing more to give you. Congratulations. You are a master hunter of the Lodge.
So we have the final of the Hunter's Lodge weapons, and the Hunter's Lodge side quest is now complete. So having fun doing that, I'm going to move on to some of the other side quests. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.